Next bout is scheduled for 6 rounds of super featherweight action. Welcoming first to the ring from the blue corner, Saharat Singmanatsak Gym.
Yeah. Phone bells clang, shadow box in the mirror. Dreams of the belt, vision getting clearer. Sweat hits the mad grind, never ends. Highland hustlers destined to transcend. Punching at the bag, gloves stained with fight. Round after round, battle shining bright. Footwork fierce, got the moves to evade. Knuckles full of fury, every debt repaid. Highland grind, where champion.
And now entering the ring from the red corner, Yeon Kim.
Iron fist clash under the neon lights. Bloody sweat painting the canvas tonight. Voices screaming above the roar. Untamed warriors rise in the fire that flames. Global war, throwing rings of throne. Flesh on fire, breaking bold. One winner under the blazing sun. Fight till death, till the war is won.
Introducing to you first, finding out the blue corner, official weight 59.77 kilograms, with a professional boxing record of 10 victories and 6 defeats. Representing Thailand, Saharat Singmanatsak Gym. And his opponent finding out the red corner, official weight 59.76 kilograms, with a professional boxing record of 6 victories and only 1 defeat. Hailing out of and proudly representing South Korea, Yeon Kim. And your referee in charge of the action once it begins, Ajahn Tanin Pumpiu, and the 3 judges scoring ringside, Mr. Warwood Dunkau, Mr. Chris Sanyadet, and Mr. Carlos Costa.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to fight number 12 in the super featherweight division. This bout will be contested over 6 3-minute rounds. In the red corner, we've got Yeon Kim representing Korea. And in the blue corner, we have Saharat Singmanatsak Gym representing Thailand. Both these two in the white trunks. Kim with the white trunks and the silver trim, whereas Saharat in the white trunks with the orange and black trim.
Yeah, Kim definitely been in this arena before. He's been fighting internationally as well. Got lots of experience in professional boxing. Been training all over Thailand as well. Saharat doing a great job there to get through the guard of Kim as well. A very fast start for both of these fighters. 6-round schedule. Big right hand gets through for Kim.
Kim already starting this fight early on the front foot. Saharat trying to wait patiently, working off the jab. Good jab there from Saharat, digging it down to the body as well.
This is a newfound Kim as well. Kim usually starts a little bit slower, takes his time to engage. He usually takes big shots in fights, but he's got a chin to back it up. Saharat definitely got some heavy shots going in.
Saharat again measuring with the jab. Trying to take his time, trying to land that left hook. Twice there, check left hook. Overhand right there, connects for Saharat.
And like we said, Kim has taken big shots before. He tends to expose his chin when he doesn't need to. He's got to dip that chin behind that shoulder when he's throwing that jab. Saharat just waiting for those counter shots to get through.
Kim holding center of the ring, walking down Saharat. Saharat pivoting off to his right, landing the right hand. Saharat bobbing and weaving here on the back foot.
I like that Kim is stalking his opponent here. They're trying to push the pace, whipping left hook upstairs. But Saharat is so confident on that back foot, but he eats a right hand to the body, Ali.
That was a beautiful right uppercut to the body from Kim. Let's see if we can see more of that. I mean, with the height difference here, you'd expect Kim to be a more outside fighter. Right hand goes through the guard there from Saharat.
And this is just the way Kim likes to fight. Kim likes to fight and get up close in that medium to close range, where Saharat starting to throw some big shots upstairs and downstairs. Kim throws a nice combination of his own. A very exciting chess match so far.
Yeah, that previous combination from Saharat even caught me off guard. Did not expect him to throw that against Kim early on.
And that's the beauty of timing. You've got to wait for those moments. You've got to change the tempo. You've got to find openings there. But a great guard. Long jab there by Kim to nullify any onslaught from Saharat. Referee peels them apart. Less than 30 seconds to go of round number 1.
Jab there from Saharat on the back foot. Kim losing his own jab as he walks down Saharat, making sure he still stays relevant here in this first round. Kim here measuring his jab. Good jab there. Hits Saharat. Saharat stumbles back. Trying to defend himself here. Trying to shell up as much as he possibly can. Looks like he's recovered. But has he? Right hand to the body there from Kim.
Beautiful shots here being exchanged. Body shots, left hooks to the head as well. What an absolute warfare we have just witnessed here. Live Highland Boxing Gym Promotions, World Siam Stadium. Ali, you're going to have to talk us through some of these replays. What a round.
Yeah, what a round it was. Started off quite tame between these two, working off behind their jab. Kim using his power punches, really likes the right uppercut to the body. See it there on the replay. Beautiful shot set up by the jab as he closed the distance to go in to throw that uppercut to the body. Missing with the right hand there. Saharat though was lethal. Was able to land his own combination at one point in the fight, backing off Kim momentarily, but Kim was able to pull things back in his favor and stay in control, stay dominant inside that round, Jimmy.
Yeah, great round for both of these fighters. Very exciting. The only issue we often see is when Yeon Kim comes forward, he leaves his chin exposed. He tends to get hit with shots he shouldn't be getting hit with. He needs to come in behind the shoulder. He needs to keep that jab and tuck that chin in. Otherwise, his opponent, Saharat's just going to keep throwing these overhand looping shots, representing the Singmanatsak Gym as well.
Here we go, second round underway. Kim holding center ring. Both fighters working off the jab, dueling at each other with these jabs. Right hand over the top there from Kim, and that backs off Saharat yet again. Kim trying to go in there to finish the fight. He can smell blood in the water, and he's rushing in there to get the job done.
And that's a good tactic, except when you're rushing, you've got to be very defense-oriented as well. A good offense is a good defense. Even when you've got your opponent hurt, you've got to be wary. When someone is hurt, they tend to throw their most vicious punches to defend themselves.
Kim with a keen look in his eye here. Happy to throw down inside the pocket. Right uppercut there from Saharat. Kim getting told off there from ducking his head.
And he hit an uppercut in the process as well. Central ring for both of these fighters. Jab for jab action. Big uppercut gets through for Saharat. Kim throws one right back of his own.
Yeah, Saharat happy to take one, to throw one of his own, copying Kim as if he's boxing in a mirror. Anything you can do, I can do better from Saharat.
We've almost got like a Mexican-style fight going on, just pushing it to the limit, taking two to give one, but it's definitely what we want to see. This is what the audience want to see when they come to a boxing match. These two fighters laying it on the line, trying to put each other away with every shot they throw.
Yeah, literally copycatting each other here. Huge right hand again lands there from Kim as Saharat backs off yet again.
And a mirror match is definitely what you want to see. It tends to be who makes the first mistake. And that's what we're seeing right now. Kim starting to push forward. But again, Saharat is so calm on that back foot. He is not uncomfortable moving backwards and throwing power shots.
Right hand, left hook there. Another right hand from Saharat. As he keeps on putting the pressure on Kim, picking his punches very, very well. Good digging to the body there, Saharat, getting out of the way of Kim's counters.
That body shot was definitely low there, right on the belt line indeed. Kim took it well, did not complain to the ref. Less than a minute to go, and he eats a big right hand in the process here. Saharat starting to come alive, but Kim returns with one of his own.
And that's where footwork can really help you out inside a fight like this. Just Saharat dodging out the way and landing his own counter shot down the middle. Again, swinging a miss there from Kim as he keeps on stalking Saharat. Right hand again from Kim, pushing off the guard there. Looks like he was trying to go into the clinch, but pushing off, trying to create the space. Kim is still walking down his opponent right here in this second round.
30 seconds to go, and Yeon Kim just marching forward, doing everything he can to put away the Thai fighter, but he's just so good on that back foot. He's bobbing and weaving. He's landing the counter punches in between the flurries. What a round, what a shot there landed. A big right hand gets through. Final moment of this round.
Kim still on the hunt here. Been able to hold a high guard and walk through a lot of Saharat's punches. And he swings and he misses there to end the second round. What a round that was. Really hot, lots of action, lots of entertainment from both fighters. Jimmy, talk us through these replays.
Yeah, what a great round. Both fighters looking for those fight-ending shots. We see the jab for jab action, and Kim getting underneath these shots to land some nice shots to the body. But Saharat had these moments where he landed those left uppercuts through the guard. Kim likes to have his elbows almost spread apart, and it just works to Saharat's favor. So it's one of those situations where Kim likes to march forward with these high elbows, but Saharat likes to throw looping hooks and looping uppercuts. So it's definitely a match made in heaven. These two counter each other very, very well.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Jimmy. And here we go. We go into the third round right now. Kim already on his feet, ready to engage. Saharat just getting up from the stool. And here we go, third round coming up. Let's see if Saharat can withstand, keep withstanding the storm here that Kim's been mustering up throughout the previous 2 rounds. Definitely got a lot more snap in his punches compared to Saharat, but Saharat has been accurate and has been deadly at times.
Saharat is just waiting for these Hail Mary shots. Kim is trying to force the Hail Mary shots, which is definitely working for him as well, but that's what I'm talking about. He's waiting for Kim to just make one mistake, and then he lands that big counter punch.
Make him miss, make him pay. That is on the agenda for Saharat, and it's worked out definitely in certain moments of this fight.
Swing and a miss there, but again, just starting to dig deep. Both fighters trying to muscle against each other. You can see Kim is the taller fighter, so Saharat is just trying to throw these bigger shots. Big left hand to the body landed by Saharat.
But Kim also trying to lean on Saharat, almost like when you watch Tyson Fury and he fights, leaning on his opponents to make them more tired so he can use his short-range punches inside the clinch or inside the pocket.
Yeah, call this man Bill Withers, because he's leaning on him right now, and that's exactly what he needs to do. Wear out your opponent. It's a professional boxing move, a veteran move to just tire your opponent's legs out. Lean on them any chance you get. Both fighters looking like they're just trying to commit here. Big right hands exchange, but missing the target. Back in central ring they go here. Kim starting to march him down.
Right hand there from Kim on the inside, getting tied up in the clinch by Saharat. It's like slight signs of fatigue here from Saharat as he keeps on backing off, but not counter punching on the back foot like we've seen in the previous rounds.
Yeah, and this is what happens when you've seen a pace like we did in the first 2 rounds. Those body shots start to pay off, and those shots that are missing as well are tiring you out. Big left hand to the right hand there, landed by Kim. And you can see both fighters starting to fade in this third round. This is already halfway through the fight.
Saharat tying up Kim inside the clinch. Referee breaking them up. That didn't deter Kim from going back in there for more.
Less than a minute to go. Now it's a battle of we need to get the jab flowing for each of these fighters. Neither fighter even want to commit to the jab. They just want to get these hooks working for them. Get behind the jab and it'll work for you. Swinging for the fences is not going to work in such a high-level fight like this.
Yeah, Kim looking for that deadly shot that's going to win the fight in his favor and progress to 7 victories on his professional boxing record. Happy to just smile and shake off any punches that Saharat has thrown at his way.
And you can see Kim trying to find these openings, and he likes to stand his ground, does Kim. He likes to stay in front of you. He likes to be the tough guy in the ring. Sometimes you got to be careful that having a good chin is not always your benefit.
Yeah, sometimes having a good chin always doesn't guarantee you the win. And Kim still throwing down inside the pocket. Saharat retreating into the clinch. And that is the end of the third round. We'll get the action replays for you very shortly, and then we'll begin round number 4. I didn't expect us to get this far, but here we are. Here's some of the replays here from that third round. Saharat trying to be the counter puncher on the back foot, landing the right hand down the middle. We see there Kim not fazed by it at all, but getting caught off guard a few times from Saharat. Landing that left hook on the inside. Kim definitely landing the more powerful punches of the two. But Saharat landing his own accurate punches as well that caught Kim off guard. And he shook them off though, but can he do that in the later rounds here if this fight is going to go the distance?
I mean, the more tired you get, the harder the shots tend to land, and unless you want to commit to flurries because you know it's going to exert you. But like I was saying, having a good chin in boxing is not as good as you always think, because it makes you give up too many shots to your opponent. It makes you allow yourself to take too many shots. When you have a chin that's not so strong, you tend to be more defense oriented, and that's what he's got to be. He's got to be a bit more defense-oriented. That is Kim.
Here we go, moving into the 4th round right now. Kim with the red gloves and the white shorts with the silver trim. Saharat with the blue gloves, the white shorts with the brown trim. Good left hook right hand there from Kim.
Yeah, that's a great combination. The left hook into the right hand. You force your opponent to move into your right hand when you need him, but you can tell the activity is a little bit different in this round. Both fighters still laying out powerful shots, but it's a lot slower in comparison.
Another left hook there from Kim as he keeps on pushing the pace on the front foot with the jab. Shelling up here, left uppercut there from Kim, right hand as well. And
this is where Kim should just start digging to the body as soon as he's got the head down to Saharat. That body is open for the shots. Big swing and a miss there by Saharat, but Kim has got to push the pace here. He's got to get that jab going. Release your inner Ricardo Lopez and start throwing lead uppercuts as well as jabs.
Kim definitely being the hammer, Saharat being the nail in this round so far. Saharat not able to find that moment, find that angle to throw a good counter punch down the middle, trying to duck out of the way. But Kim is just closing him down.
And these shots are just missing by inches, Ali. If these shots got through, but Kim is very aware of his range right now. And like I said, Saharat's not scared on that back foot, but after a while, being on the back foot is just as tiring as being on the front foot. You're always under a defensive mode. You're using a lot of energy stressfully on your body and on your mind as well. And that's what we're seeing with Saharat. He's been on the back foot the entire fight. He's constantly under fire.
But Kim trying to get on the inside with the jab and then fire a short-range punch down the middle. We've seen it a couple of times in this round with the uppercut, also with the hook.
It's been an absolutely exhilarating round, and anybody watching right now is absolutely loving the action here. We can see Kim is now stalking his opponent. He's got him where he wants to be, but he's still very defense-oriented. He's very oriented with the range.
Yeah, Kim trying to draw him in here, not committing too much, trying to get Saharat to come to him, see if he can expose him as he unleashes with his own shot. Looks like he did just there. Looks like the right hand just grazed the chin of Saharat as he unleashed that left hook. A perfect counter for the left hook, the right hand, and rightfully so, the left hook for the right hand as well.
Beautiful right hand, exactly what you said there, Ali. It's exactly what he needs to throw. He didn't follow it up though. He threw the right hand, he connects it, and there's that uppercut. The rear uppercut is working for him in this fight. Usually the rear uppercut, orthodox against orthodox, does not work that well. It's working for Kim right now.
Jab down the middle there from Kim.
And you know what we say, Ali, you don't need to aim for the head with the rear uppercut. Aim for the chest of your opponent always, because if they duck their head, it will land onto the chin. And if they doesn't, it lands to the chest as well. It's a win-win situation.
Let's see if Kim can execute that as the clock winds down. Looks like this sounds like the 10-second clapper is gone.
Too much head hunting, I think, in this situation. You've got to go down to the body in situations like this. Dig down where you can. And we're going to go to some action replays, but a really, really great round. It's great to see two fighters, when they finally get tired, trying to work each other out. So we see that counter left hook being landed by Saharat, but Kim still pushing the pace, still forcing those right hands as well. But there was that moment where those right hands of Saharat was just firing over the top, but not landing. But they kept coming over and over, and that's exactly what we were seeing in that round. But a very exciting round, and I think Kim is starting to edge this fight right now. We're going into the final rounds of this super featherweight fight.
Yeah, what a fight it's been. Got to give it to Saharat for sticking in there and almost being like similar to, very similar, but not alike, like Willie Pep. Just staying on the back foot, slipping and dipping shots as much as you can. Willie Pep, one of my favorites from back in the day, where he was able to not get touched by a single punch for a whole round. That's how evasive he was. Hopefully Saharat can muster up some of that, but definitely Kim has got the right attitude, of the right game plan, of able to get behind that jab and use those power punches on the inside.
Great analogy then, exactly what we're seeing. Good back foot fighting, but a very tiring style to have. Kim on that front foot, but he needs to be more aggressive with that jab. He needs to start pumping the jab to the shoulders, to the chest of his opponent. Maybe force Saharat to actually start coming forward, change things up.
Right hand there from Saharat. That's exactly what we want to see. Like you always say, Jimmy, timing beats speed and power, and that's exactly what we saw from Saharat.
And the referee just breaking them apart there. Both fighters still look very tired. We're only 30 seconds into round number 5. We've got one more round after this one, if it goes that far. but both fighters look like they've almost punched themselves out. Now it's the case of who wants it more, who wants to look more fresh.
Huge left hook there from Kim as Saharat ties him up inside the clinch.
Great shot being landed there by Kim. Saharat still doing a good job here. He's no longer just backing up too much. He's not acting like a wounded animal. He's starting to throw the jabs. He's starting to throw these overhand looping rights. But this is what Saharat needs to do now. He needs to push forward. Back foot fighters tend to be unfavored by the judges, which is why you've got to push the pace.
Huge left hook there again from Saharat, able to catch Kim as he dived in. Beautiful, picture-perfect left hook.
Great left hook indeed, and exactly what we were talking about. It's that timing of the shot. Kim looking like he's looking for the one-shot combinations right now. Kim's got to get back to what was working for him. Those double jab right hands with the rear uppercut. He's got to get those uppercuts back in motion once again.
Kim trying to pick the right moment to land a jab down the middle. Lands the right hand though. Saharat looks like it hurt him slightly there as he tries to step back, retreating inside the clinch.
Final minute of round number 5. Kim starting to come forward now, starting to push the pace, but Saharat's had so many good shots in this round.
Jab there down the middle from Saharat. Time up Kim yet again inside the clinch.
Whipping left hook with the right hand here, and Saharat does a great job to nullify the action, gets involved in that clinch, doesn't allow Kim to get any shots off.
Saharat again trying to draw Kim into a counter punch, landing the jab, but Kim lands his right hand.
And we can see again, he does the exact same thing. Saharat does not want anything involved in that clinch with Kim because he knows up close and personal, Kim has got the upper hand. Saharat is very comfortable just moving back, landing the shots and getting away. This game plan of Saharat right now is much better. On the back foot, land your shots and then get back on your bicycle moving backwards.
Saharat definitely on his bicycle and putting it into 5th gear right here in round number 5. And that is the bell to end the 5th round. We're going into the 6th and final round, which will be coming up after these action replays.
And that was an absolute great round.
Yeah, it definitely was. I really liked the quality coming from Saharat. There was a couple of times where he timed Kim perfectly as Kim rushed in and Saharat got straight out of the way, landing his own perfect counter punch. See Kim here though, closing the distance, doing his best work on the inside, which isn't what you expect from a fighter of his stature, thinking that he'd be more of an outside fighter.
Absolutely, and he does it really, really well. He moves forward, he gets into a position where he doesn't want his opponent to really feel like he's in some form of security. So when you, like you said, when you're a taller fighter, you tend to assume the taller fighter is going to be on that back foot, but we've completely flipped the script in this fight. And we're going into the 6th and final round here, Ali, the deciding round in my view.
Yeah, I think you're right here between these two. What a fight it's been. Like you said before, quality over quantity for Saharat, but Kim pushing a hard pace, staying very active throughout all the previous 5 rounds. Jab there down the middle from Saharat. Kim coming forward with his own right hand, happy to shut up and take a shot to land one of his own devastating shots.
And this is where Kim needs to be. He needs to cut off the ring. He needs to close off the distance and start landing his shots. He does not want to give Saharat any breathing room. You do not want to be in the center of the ring with Saharat. That's way too much room for him there. You want to push him into the corners, push him into the ropes. Great shots being landed so far.
Jab off the back foot there from Saharat. Kim staying active with his jab. Landing the right hand down the middle, trying to swing for the left hook. Kim happy to poke his head inside the pocket to look for that heavy power shot.
And this is where Kim needs to come alive with a jab. He needs to start pumping something. He lands a jab there, but it's not enough. This 6th and final round to me is a very, very important round. It could be the deciding factor. Big left hook and a right hand for Saharat.
Yeah, Kim happy to just stay flat-footed here, put as much power into his shots as he can. Walking his man down yet again in this 6th and final round. We haven't seen Kim slow down at all. Just been on the warpath here throughout this fight. taking the fight to Saharat as they go back inside the clinch, getting separated right now by a referee.
The only thing Kim's not doing right now is throwing the combinations that work. His plunge placement, this is exactly what he needs to do. Body shots, but he eats a right hand in the process, but this is what Kim needs to do. He needs to dig down with those uppercuts. They're working for him. They're landing for him. Saharat's on that back foot. Kim just got to keep pushing forward now. It's a case of who wants it more.
Good right uppercut landed there by Kim before the referee broke up the clinch. Kim get a bit of second win here in this sixth and final round. Saharat tying him up yet again inside the clinch, chewing up the clock.
What a great round it has been. What a great fight it's been as well. Final minute of the sixth and final round for this super featherweight fight. We have got an absolute great right hand landed over the top by Saharat once again. Final minute, left hook gets through.
Right hand there from Saharat, missing with his right hand yet again. Tangling Kim up inside the clinch. As the clock winds down, we hit the 45-second mark in this sixth and final round.
And that was a whipping left hook there. Almost looked like Saharat was falling towards Kim. But this is where Kim needs to push the pressure. He needs to march forward. He needs to do something here. Saharat has also just got to keep in this fight, stay on his feet. 30 seconds to go.
Referee was struggling to break those two up then. Kim still pushing forward, walking down his opponent. Right hands there from Kim. Kim getting tied up yet again inside the clinch. Oh, looks like we're seeing cross sport here from Saharat. Almost like a turn of the clinch in Muay Thai. Saharat throwing down inside the pocket.
And we just witnessed two massive shots get through right on the inside. Kim just marching forward, trying to do everything that he can. And that is the end of this fight. The sixth and final round is over. And that was a great round. Absolute beautiful round. Absolute fantastic fight. Here we see some action replays. And that was that moment. Both fighters just so tired, falling into each other. But right hand after right hand, left hook after left hook was being landed here. Here we see Kim just doing everything he can to try and secure the gap, try and close whatever he could. But that is the end of the fight. We're going to go to Peter Denman with the official announcement. Don't go anywhere, folks. We've still got 3 more fights after this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first judge scores it 56-58 for the red corner. Second judge scores it 56-58 for the blue corner. Third judge scores it 56-58. And your winner, by way of split decision, Yeon Kim.